Evening viewer, welcome to our Glory Globe TV. Here's the breaking news. Yes, standing in his field of standard with red maize, Santi Caudivelli is very worried. If the weather does not change, it will be zero. Nothing is going to be harvested, he said. Caudivelli, who grows maize, sorghum and other crops in Gimenells in Catalonia, has been hit hard by the severe drought which has hampered this part of northeastern Spain. Rainfall has been low for years. We are in a desert. This is a desert today, he said. The lack of water is starting to feel like an existential crisis for farmers such as Caudivelli, and he is worried about the future of his profession. It is becoming increasingly hard to make ends meet as crops struggle through lack of water or cannot be planted at all. Droughts are a fact of life in this corner of Spain. They are typical of Catalonia's Mediterranean climate, said Albert Ruji, a freshwater ecologist at the University of California, Berkeley, who is originally from Catalonia. But a significant lack of rain and snow have made this one much drier, he told CNN. This is the worst period that we have had for the last 30 and 100 years, Samuel Reyes, director of the Catalan Water Agency, told CNN. Spain has been a long-term drought since the end of 2022, said Ricardo Torgio, a spokesperson for AEMET, the Spanish National Weather Service. In March, the country only received 36% of the average monthly rainfall, making it the second highest March this century. The trend continued into April, which could end up being the highest on record, Torzo told CNN. Drought conditions have been exacerbated by searing temperatures that are more reminiscent of mid-July than spring. Last Thursday, April records were smashed, with the city of Cordoba in southern Spain reaching 38.8 degrees Celsius. The combination of drought and heat have stoked fears for a repeat of last summer, where the country saw blistering heat waves and wildfires that burned through 306,000 hectares. Unusually early wildfires this spring have already burned more than 10,000 acres in the eastern region of Castellón. This condition point to a new reality for parts of Europe, which is warming twice as fast as the global average. While it will take time to pin down the exact role climate change is playing, scientists are clear that human-caused global heating is making droughts and heat waves more common and more extreme. The cracked, created and desiccated earth at the Sau Reservoir reveals the heavy toll the lack of rainfall has taken on Catalonia's water sources. Located about 60 miles north of Barcelona, the reservoir is a key drinking water source for the region, but in late April, it was only at 7% of capacity. Its water levels are so low that a medieval village, flooded when the lake was created in the 1960s, has emerged, lending an eerie presence to the sun-baked lakebed. Authorities have been forced to siphon out water from the reservoir in an attempt to protect water quality and have had to remove native fish to stop them asphyxiating. Reservoir levels across Catalonia are hovering at around 25%, substantially lower than usual for this time of year. The lack of water is having a catastrophic impact on farms across the region. There is no precedent, said Martí Costol, head of water at the Young Farmers and Researchers at Catalonia. The majority of wheat and barley harvests on rain-fed land will be caused and lost, and on irrigated land will be cut by half. Costol told CNN, if it does not rain in May, it will be disaster, he said. It is a story which tracks across the country's agriculture heartlands. Drought affects 60% of Spain's countryside and has destroyed crops across 3.5 million hectares, according to the coordinator of Farmers and Researchers Organization. That's an area bigger than the state of Maryland. Livestock farming is at risk as farmers need pasture to feed their animals. Without it, they are forced to buy food. Losses are also expected for orchards, vineyards, olive oil production and vegetable farming, Serga Jaka, an agrometeorologist, told CNN. These agroclimatic conditions are leading to an agriculture disaster, he said. A lack of vegetation is also preventing bees from making honey. Beekeepers are facing a third consecutive season without a harvest thanks to water shortage, according to COAG. In April, Spain requested emergency funding from the European Union to help farmers cope with the impacts of the drought. Behind the report, Globe TV, Delhi, India.